Hello everybody, Abed's brother here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the performance of Dishonored 2 on my Intel Arc A770. And I'm running 4514 beta driver, so let's get right into it. Well, right into it being a relative term in this case, because the load time for Dishonored 2, I may have to edit some stuff out here just because sometimes there's I guess it's a bug or a glitch, I'm not sure, but sometimes the CPU usage gets locked at like 100% for 2 minutes. And the game will have loaded in, but the CPU will be locked at 100%, and then I guess whatever is happening finishes, because then CPU usage goes down and frame rate becomes a lot more even. So I don't know, right now it's pretty good. Right now we're sitting about 15%, but we'll see how it goes. So 3440 by 1440, and we are on the Ultra preset. It does not get any higher than this in this game. So there is, I don't think there is an unlimited option. No. You just maximum. I'm sure there might be a config file you can edit to change this, truly unlock the frame rate, but not in the options menu. We're at 120 limit. We won't be hitting 120 that often. And I am going to go. Most people that test this game usually start it at the beginning, play a little bit, but I'm going to play Cracking the Slab. This is the Stilton Manor mission. I've tested this before on other GPUs. I know I tested this on my 5700 XT back when I first got it. I was like, oh, let's see how the Stilton Manor mission runs. This mission, CPU usage is pretty good. This mission is unique in a particular way, and I am going to be editing it out in a bit, just in case you haven't played it and there may be some spoilers. You know, this character, the Outsider, is going to show up, and he's going to have some dialogue and such that advances the plot. You don't need to hear that. It's not really part of the performance video. The tool that he gives us is a part of the performance video, because what's going to happen here in Stilton Manor, and we're running pretty good here, got about 100 FPS or so. The mission, the tool that he gives us, it's basically temporary time travel. So there's 2 timelines in this particular mission, and you have to swap back and forth between them. Stilton? And he gives you a tool to do that, but you can open the tool in your hand and see the alternate timeline. And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. Or maybe you're not, maybe you don't care. We got some green flashes there, that's new. But the point is, when you look through to the other timeline, basically the game provides, and the GPU has to render two different environments at once. So it's basically a double GPU load. It's like rendering something twice. Once within this dilapidated environment, and once in a refreshed, more clean environment, and you swap back and forth between the two. No, I guess the green flashes are by design. I haven't noticed. Oh, look at the memory usage. The GPU D3D memory dedicated. 12, almost 13 gigabytes of video memory to run this game at ultra settings. This is why the RTX 4070 is such a joke. This game is from 2016, I think. And it uses more than 12 gigs of VRAM. 4070 Ti, they're both a joke. Alright, I'm going to talk to him. Here comes the edit. Okay, we're back. So here's the tool that the Outsider just gave us. This is the timepiece. Yes, yes. So There we are. So we're getting about 92 FPS, so let's open the window to look into the other timeline.
How did I get so
FPS drops to about 60. This is fantastic performance. Remember on my 5700 XT, it dropped to mid-40s, I think. So this is the kind of performance I was expecting from the ARC A770. Let's switch to the other timeline.
By the void.
Your guests are waiting in the study. The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Winterbond.
What?
And we have to peek through here.
He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am, but he keeps it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really don't like Stilton's guests.
Okay,
Earlier, I got my ass chewed out by the Royal Curator.
So,
what's her name?
You're talking about
this is always a scene. Anybody who's looking to test a GPU, this is a great test of GPU performance, because this is truly demanding. Even if the art style of the game looks a little more cartoony, and maybe its focus is not on hyper-realistic graphics, it's on a visual style, this is still extremely demanding. And I think it's one of the reasons... No, video memory, the VRAM usage, that's high in these games. I know in the Expandalone, Death of the Outsider...
the only way out of here is through the present, using
so
this
the way you have to work...
timepiece.
In the expansion Death of the Outsider, VRAM usage is very high in that game as well. So the way this works is, you can't get through this door, so you have to time travel, walk through,
coming out of the walls.
and then time travel back, advance out here, and then time travel back, just because... So now you bypass the closed door, you bypass this, I think it's a bed frame. Bed frames that are laid across there. And because you're in this dilapidated timeline, well, there are enemies around, but they're not in this hallway. So here we got some super long draw distance in both timelines, and we dropped to about 50. My 5700 XT was in the upper 30s here. And we are fully loaded. We're at 95 to 99%. And we're dropping a little bit here and there, but this is a very complex render. There's a lot going on here. And it's basically 3D Mark Time Spy, but it's in a game. You ever see the 3D Mark Time Spy benchmark? With a character that looks through like a handheld glass mirror, but it's looking through into another place in time. And you're like, oh, we have to get through here, but these doors are shut. So how do you do this without triggering an alarm? Okay, he's down there, so let's walk here. Let's open the door, and they're gonna see me. And you travel away, and you're gone. And now they're running around. They're running around in the other timeline. What? Someone was here. And they come running. Obviously, if you're looking to complete this mission without triggering an alarm, you don't want to do that right in front of them. But it's funny when... I think it's funny when I do. It's like, oh, I'm gone. I was here, and now I'm gone. You could go in here. Like, you could go in here and then time travel and then hide. Don't know why you would do that, but you could. But now in here, to progress through here, you have to use this technique again, because in the modern timeline, this door is closed. But now...
I might be able to get around that.
This statue's in the way, so how do we fix this? We fix this by traveling. And now we're locked in here. We're in the modern timeline, but we're traveling. But the statue is hanging here. So what we have to do... I think a bolt will do it. Might have to use a pistol, though. Yeah, the bolt did it. So now the statue's broken, so it can't get put there. Can I take this? I can't take this. Okay. There's stuff in there. Well, this is just a demo. I don't need to loot. It's a habit. We need to travel back, and now the statue, since it was broken, isn't covering the hole. So they never moved it to be in front of the hole. And you can travel here, and we can close it. So without having without having that window into the alternate timeline, without having that open, we're sitting at the limit. We're at 120 FPS. Open it up, and we drop to about 72, at least from this point, this place. 67, yeah. So now it's like, well, now we need to get through here, and if you have the master key, that's not a problem. If we time travel, you can see that there is a nest of some kind in there. This is very cool. Dishonored 2 is full of these little things like this. This is one of the things that makes it extremely cool. Okay, you need to have it there. Now we need to time travel. See, now we can come through here, and we'll time travel here. The reason that nest forms there is because there's a dead dog here. So now if we pick the dog up and we incinerate it, the dog is not there to attract the blood flies. So that nest never forms. Very cool little touch. See. Now if we travel back, there's nothing here. And if you want to get into this safe in the other timeline, there's the combination. So that was 238. So you come back to this timeline and you set it to 2, 3, 8, and that's how you open it if you want to loot it. And there's a bone charm in there, so whatever. Pick that up. Okay, there are some enemies here. This is another very long draw distance, but I'm getting way better performance than I got with my 5700 XT. So this is an example of a game that performs well on the ARC A770. The GPU has power. The power is here.
Don't like you.
Intel just hasn't unlocked it yet. It's incredibly frustrating. There's should be some dogs around here. Wild dogs, not pets. Yep, there he is. Should be some more in here, too. And I'm going to show you one more cool thing, and then I think we'll call it a video. I think that's all on the dogs. There might be one more, but I don't think it's over here. Alright, so the way forward, you can go up. You can go up right here, and there are enemies up there, and you can see there's also another nest up there. But there is another way forward, so let's get back to the timepiece, and let's look around. That's the lowest I've seen the frame rate yet, and GPU usage dropped a little bit, so there are some optimization issues. It does need some optimization, but generally, this performs pretty well. There's a conversation between these two.
Just staring at nothing.
I don't think the Duke and Stilton are on good terms.
Today feels different.
She's chatting with him up there.
Nobody's repaired the balcony yet. If those supports break, I might not be able to catch your heavy ass.
I'm counting on you, ma'am. It might be romantic.
All right.
So he's going to turn around and walk away, and then she's going to walk over here. I think she's going to walk over there. Where's she going? She's just standing there. Now there she goes. And I'm just going to take her out. I'd hide the body if I was going to play this for an extended period of time. But here's what we need to do. So you can't get up there right now. And this is an achievement, by the way. So if you shoot that support and that support. Oh, shit. Let me time travel back. Now, that collapsed partially, and you have a path up there. There was somebody over here? I saw an alert arrow appear. Huh. Maybe it's a dog or something. And there's a guard right there. But that is the Stilton Manor mission in Dishonored 2 on my Intel Arc A770. Generally runs really well, and in the frame rate for rendering 2 scenes at once at 3440 by 1440, it's impressive. Arc is impressive in this game. Little optimization still needed because there were a few times where utilization dipped, but really very good. Hope this video was useful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.